Hey guys, welcome back to my questions from clients series. It's a new series. This is episode 2. This week's question is, how can I track my food when I'm eating out? It's a freaking great question because it is actually, you think it's harder than it actually is. I'm about to make it a lot easier for you. So today I'm going to actually touch on how you should be tracking normally and tie that into tracking when eating out or at a friend's place or at a family member's place or even at your upcoming work Christmas party, okay? I did a recent video just last week actually on how to have a few drinks while you're out without absolutely blowing your calorie budget. If you did miss it, guys, I'm going to pop that link below. It's also really helpful, particularly at this time of year. All right, let's hit it. Tip number 1. If you want it, have it, all right? The minute that you tell yourself you can't have something, the risk of having it doubles, okay? The worst part is that if you haven't accounted for it in your calorie budget, which if you're telling yourself not to have it, then you probably haven't accounted for it, then you're going to blow your budget, okay? So if you choose to have whatever it is, chocolate, Christmas biscuits, a bottle of wine, cheese and crackers, whatever it is, have it, just make it fit, okay? Tip number 2, calculate your calorie budget, all right? You need to calculate your TDEE, okay? This is the amount of food or drink you can have each day without gaining or losing weight, okay? Using this number, we can actually increase intake to gain weight, or we can decrease intake to lose weight, okay? So let's say that your TDEE, or the number of your daily calories that you consume to stay where you're at, is 1800 calories, okay? And your goal is to lose weight. Take 10% off your TDEE. I like to sit between 10 and 15% personally. So 1800 calories minus 10% is 1620, okay? That's the number of calories you need to consume every day just to meet your goal. All right, tip number 3, track your intake. If you set a calorie budget, you now need to track everything that goes into your mouth. No guessing, okay? How do you track it though? There's a few ways. The method I use for myself and my clients is on an app called MyFitnessPal. I'll pop that link below just in case you've never heard of it before. I personally use the free version. There is a paid version as well. Now, there's 2 ways to track your food in MyFitnessPal. 1, there is stacks and stacks of food already uploaded in the app, like Domino's Pizza, grilled burgers are in there, Max Brenner, Ben & Jerry's, like they're all in there. So oftentimes it's actually just as simple as searching for the food or the meal, adding it to your daily intake, and then you're done, okay? What do you do though if the particular meal you're having isn't in there, okay? So you'll need to break it down, what's in that meal. I'm assuming that you guys know how to track your food. You'll have a fair idea, if you do, you'll have a fair idea of the breakdown roughly of what's in a meal. If not, this is one of the components of my one-on-one coaching, so I can help you there. Now, let's put it all together into a usable example. Say you're at your parents' house and you're having a beautiful roast dinner that I actually had last night at home, and roast dinner's not in the app, okay? Deconstruct the meal. I'm not saying like literally deconstruct it and weigh it, because that's becoming a little bit obsessive, but I want you to deconstruct it with your eyes. What's in there? Meat, veg, potato, applesauce, gravy, whatever, okay? Estimate the cooked meat. We all really know roughly what 150 grams of meat looks like, maybe a cup of veggies, maybe a small potato or something like that. Add the separate ingredients into the app as one meal, and then boom, you're done, all right? Easy. Now, to make a point here though, I'm going to use my last night's roast as an example. My last roast last night was pork, veggies, I had butter on my veggies crackling, I had applesauce, and I actually had a little bit of avocado on the side. Now, this actually came to a whopping 800 calories, okay? So just be aware of that. Now, I knew the day before that this was what I was going to have and it's what I was cooking, and I know my current calorie budget is 1960 per day. So I had 1160 calories left in the budget for breakfast, lunch, and my snacks. So that's what I consume for the rest of the day leading up to my dinner. And I was able to have a delicious roast with the crackling and all the trimmings on the side without risking going over my calorie budget. Now, you're allowing yourself to have the food, so there's no restriction, and you already have committed to eating a certain portion before you start, and instead of completely overindulging even when you're not hungry anymore. Now, we've all done that before. I'm guilty myself, so you guys are not alone. Now, it's a win-win, guys, and you won't blow your progress in this way. I get a lot of people say to me, but I just want to go out and enjoy myself without tracking, okay? That's fine. Track before you go, pre-plan, okay? You can look at menus before you get to restaurants. Pre-plan in your mind what you're going to have. It is an extra step of accountability, and then you're not tracking when you're out. Leave 5, 7, maybe 800 calories spare for those times, okay? You're making a conscious effort to eat what you need rather than completely stuffing yourself because you've got no idea and making yourself sickly full, unnecessarily, okay? All right, I've got one last sneaky little tip. If you do go over by a little, say 100 calories or 200 calories maybe, take it off the next day's budget, okay? Most of my clients come to me with some kind of bad eating habit, whether it's overeating, self-sabotage, undereating even is one of them. We work together on the individual case. We look at what's driving it and together develop a sustainable plan, all right? If you're lost on this piece, guys, feel free to contact me, okay? It's a part of my one-on-one coaching. I teach my girls how to calculate their TDEE, what their calorie budget should be for their specific goal, how to track their intake, how to use MyFitnessPal, the breakup of their calories, their macros, how to increase their TDEE. You know, I've said TDEE so many times. So many of my clients actually come to me like something ridiculous, like 1,200 or 1,300 calories, sometimes even less I've seen. We get this up like mine while still being able to lose fat. It is possible, and yes, just about every one of my ladies does this, and that way you can enjoy moments like Chrissy and New Year's, which we're meant to enjoy. All right, guys, you can contact me at hello@ashlane.com.au. But until next time, guys, have a great week.